Alhamdulillah, salatu wassalam ala Rasulullah.
ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
So generally, in the Quran, we hear this word فَأَمَّا مَنْ ثَقُلَتْ مَوَازِنُهُ. We hear the word al-wazn. In, let's say, Surah Al-Kahf, you have this word. Also, you have at least something. فَلَا نُقِيمُ لَهُ وَزْنًا. All of these words are found in the Quran. Wazn or mizan. What does this really mean when it comes to scales or when it comes to weight? Weight of what? So that is what, inshallah ta'ala, this video will cover. We may do maybe 2 or 3 videos on this part. So in Surah Al-Araf itself, inshallah, we'll start the first one with Surah Al-Araf, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, Al-waznu yawma idhin al-haq. On that day, the day that is, the weight is true. It is waznul amal is what they're referring to, i.e. the scales of your actions, either good or bad, it is going to be weighed in your scales. فَمَنْ ثَقُلَتْ مَوَازِينُهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. As of the persons whose scales are heavy, scales of good deeds are heavier than their evil deeds, these are the ones, or those are the ones who are successful. So we're talking about al-wazn itself, the scale of, or the weight of your good deeds. If they're heavier than the weight of your bad deeds, these are the people that are going to be successful. Now in the next part of Surah Al-A'raf, in ayah number 9, وَمَنْ خَفَّتْ مَوَازِينُهُ, whose basically scales are actually light, فَأُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ خَسِرُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ, these are the ones who have lost themselves, بِمَا كَانُوا بِآيَاتِنَا يَظْلِمُونَ, from what, because what they did with our ayat, and obviously oppressed themselves or they oppressed other people. Either they had a lot of bad deeds, and when it comes to, either it could be, let's just say, if they had done way more evil deeds than their good actions, and obviously on that day their scales of evil deeds is going to be heavier. So whenever you hear the word wazn, it is your weight of your actions, good or bad. Al-Mizan is referring to the scales. And obviously this itself can be a huge topic altogether. Is it going to be literal? How is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala going to do this? It's a whole different topic. And the ones who have done a whole series on this, Ahwal al-Qiyamah, they go into the details. What is the different schools of thoughts on how do you understand the scale itself? But today, inshallah ta'ala, this first part is just going to be talking about Surah Al-Araf, these two particular ayahs, ayah number 8 and 9. Inshallah ta'ala, in the next one, we have another word, وَلَا نُقِيمُ لَهُمْ وَزْنًا, in Surah Al-Kahf. How do we understand that particular part? And obviously, we will end with the most commonly surahs that are recited, that is Al-Qari'ah. And that should give us an idea of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, explains these things, and we will go in depth as every video passes by. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Jazakumullahu khairan.